Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and today we're gonna be working on this mini. Yeah, so British have a great history of building crappy cars and great cars at the same time. Yeah, so mini is a prime example of a crappy car and a great car in the same body, and this one is a extended version. So let's see what we can do about it. And I already have plan, yeah, which is kind of weird for me, but I have those big wheels and I just gonna glue them on top of the original ones, and then I have this thing here which is part of the suspension of the lifted car, and we're gonna be gluing this here to lift the back, because of course British have trikes, yeah, and they are horrible. They tip over all the time, yeah, but that's because they have the single wheel on the front, but the back one apparently kind of works. So let's try that. And I'm just thinking how to mount it, because I have a couple of options really, yeah, but I'm thinking that this kind of mount gonna be best, and this gonna give me space to maybe put some sort of a box on the back. So yeah, let's just start the montage. So I start to strongly believe that me having organized desk is a myth, like a unicorns or a Pegasus or something like that. I clear up the desk, I have it clean for about 5 days, and now I'm back to having pretty much no space on it. Why so? I have plenty of models that I just converted. I have airbrush set up, just right here. And I got a lot of paints out, and I got some new paints, and straight away my desk is a disaster. I gonna need to buy a paint rack, like one from the floor to ceiling. Yeah, but let's stop complaining about my life, yeah, and about my bad choices. Yeah, and let's get to painting. Maybe we're gonna do the green later on. That's gonna be the last one. So as you can see, I did paint the car a little bit, yeah. So I first put a undercoat in white, and then I spray painted a blue on the front and the orange on the back, because they are the complementary colors, so they lie on the opposite side of the color wheel. Now what we need to do? Dry brush the metallics, yeah, and maybe do something with this, because it is still have white, because I didn't spray it correctly. So do some mod. We need to paint those barrels and the chest and the fuel canisters, and then we need to finish this checkerboard, because I only paint black. I need to put white, and of course windows, yeah. But I think that window is gonna be blue, so this side is already pretty much done. We just need to cover the back ones. So yeah, let's get started from the metallics, yeah. And I'm not really complaining, I just kind of feel like, no matter what I do, I don't have enough desk space. And for some reason, it is just driving me crazy, because I want to have desk space. Like, it is one of my desires, yeah. But I think that I just come up with too many different different projects, yeah. And then I simply ran out of desk space, yeah. So that's my complaint of the day, I guess. And I can say it is a complaint of the day, because when I was recording the The videos originally, the part when I was building this stuff, it was a couple of days ago. So if I complained in this video already, that was a couple of days ago. I know it is a lame excuse, but it's true. It's true. Absolutely 100% true. Yeah. And those wheels are still turning, which is kind of a miracle with the amount of paint that I applied. Yes, I'm not gonna be squeezing the brush under it to, pick up that metallic a little bit better. I think it is fine as it is. I'm gonna be honest, airbrush did half of the job for me, or most of the job for me. So I'm not gonna be complaining about that. It did a tremendous job. And I'm gonna be honest, previously when I owned airbrushes, I have them at 0.02 sizes, and I think that this one is 0.03, and I can feel the difference. Yeah, just previously the airbrush got stuck pretty much every couple of seconds, because there was not enough paint flow. And this one, it can spew the paint like crazy. And I don't mind. I really don't mind. It's a little bit more of a control. You need to have the control over the trigger and not pull it completely. But these effects speak for themselves. Yeah. So from now on, my base coat is gonna be much easier to do, and that goes for all of the miniatures. Yeah. Because I finally fixed my compressor, and I got new airbrush, and hopefully this is gonna bring quantitative change to my painting. Well, or qualitative. I don't know which one. It's gonna be more of a quantity than quality, but still, airbrush is a lovely tool. If you don't have airbrush, the rattle cans can be great as well. Yeah, I tried everything, and I like both. Rattle cans have their bonuses. One of the biggest ones, you don't have to clean them. Yeah, when with airbrush, you have to put a little bit of maintenance every time you use it. Yeah, I would advise anyone who is into airbrushing, get yourself ultrasonic cleaner. That's my next thing on the shopping list, because they can help with removing paint from places you simply cannot get in with the little tools that you have to buy separately to clean your airbrush. Yeah, so yeah, definitely ultrasonic cleaner is a good advice for a airbrushing thingies. I definitely gonna buy one, and I seen how well it works, on disassembling painted minis, especially the ones with super glue. It can break up the super glue like crazy. So I want it, especially that I have a couple of years ago I bought a collection from my friend for like 200 quid, and have an entire collection of fantasy and a little bit of 40k minis. Yeah, and I still haven't really touched them. I have that entire collection in the boxes, but I would love to get them out, clean them out and redo them all, which would be quite a challenge without something to clean those minis. Oh, and of course I'm spilling the paint everywhere, because why would I be exact when I'm painting? It isn't my style. Oh yeah, by the way, today is a Prima Aprilis, or April Fool's Day, or whatever you want to call it. In Poland it is called Prima Aprilis. Yeah. So I was planning on fool you somehow, but I guess the part of me fooling you gonna be that there's gonna be no fooling. Because yeah, I'm that great. Alright, so you have this, and now I need to find the white paint somewhere, or at least white-ish. Maybe this bridge gray. Yeah, it is white enough. Of course I could grab the marker, but I think that this is whiter, and since I already put effort into this car, why not put a little bit more? Yeah, so we're gonna clean this up. Yeah, that's the thing about those little squares that you can literally just glue on the cars. They are awesome because you don't have to think. And that's my problem, yeah? Paint fingers. Let's pretend it is painted correctly and move to the other one. It is just a little bit of orkiness in our Gaslands universe. Yeah, let's be honest, Gaslands is basically Gorka Morka. Yeah, just with much less rules. And yeah, I screwed this up a little bit. That's okay. It's happened to the best of us, especially to me. Yeah. So there we go. Let's give it a moment and give my fingers a moment. And now let's find my weathering paints, which are those two crappy dry off paints. Yeah. So Scorched Brown and Graveyard Earth. And then I have like a leathery one, which I forgot where it is. So yeah, let's just... Wow, it is still quite dirty from last weathering, and that was like a few days ago. Alright, we have two of them. Let's grab the car and do the wheels a little bit. Okay, this one is done. This one is done. The front. Let's give it a little bit of a smudge. Then we can go in here, and of course this entire, lifted part. So the lift that I did in here is actually from, what do you call it? It was from a monster truck that I use a part of for some other project. I don't remember even which project I used it. It wasn't too long ago because it was still laying in my, on-hand toolbox. So 100% it was very recently. Yeah, but there we go. So we have one paint, and then we're gonna go with the other. Give it a little bit of wiggle on the wheels. And then we're gonna go here just to add this. Oh, it is just merging into darker color. Go back to being a poopy brown. Okay, we're gonna have to give this a little bit of a wiggle here. And now I need to give it time to dry. And well, before that, I'm gonna just grab blue color because I'm lazy. So we're gonna just grab the magic blue, close those two, yeah, and paint over the windows. We're gonna cover the little dot of orange, and then we're gonna paint this one. What are we gonna call this one? Italian Job? I think that they use the minis in the Italian Job movie. Yeah, so this one is like, Italian Job on steroids. Yeah. Of course, like I said, I don't really like the thing about this mini. It is kind of weird because it is mini with the bigger butt. Yes, it is big butt mini. And yeah, just a little bit weird. Oh, now it looks like I just scribble stuff on it. Why didn't I just use the normal brush? Alright, and we just need to give it 5 minutes to dry, and then we can throw it on the spin table if I have space for it. Yeah, be right back. Okay, so here we are. The project is finished. I'm gonna be honest, I just put it together while I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with the guys. So I'm surprised how well it turned out. But I did actually think about it for a while before I started building it. But yeah, it is my take on a British Ingenuity mini trike, yeah, zero stability, heavy stuff on the back. Just perfect, yeah? As it's supposed to be. So if you like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and whoever else want to watch it. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.